and welcome back to another episode of the Saturday Drop-In podcast. Well, this week has been fun. You can tell I've been running the shop this week.
I'm saying nothing.
You've got 3 weeks of me running shop, so we'll just see what happens in the next month. Yeah.
Hopefully there's a station when I come back from holidays.
There will be a station when you come back from your holidays. Don't stress.
What there will be for you right now is Guess the Year, Beat Detective, and this week's This or That is called...
On the Decks or On the Air.
So enjoy, and we'll catch you at the end. After that guy gets the phone.
Yeah, is he right?
I think he's okay.
Good afternoon, Just. It's coming up to 5 past midday on your Saturday afternoon, which means only one thing. The drop-in.
It's time for the Saturday drop-in. Yeah, we're here.
Hello. You've got Shannon in charge today, and we've got Tom on the other side of the desk.
Hello.
And we have got 2 hours of absolute fun for you. The best music going on,
You're
obviously.
for a 100% guarantee on that there.
100% sealed guarantee, 3-year warranty.
Oh, that's good.
All
I like
that stuff.
I'll take it.
Yeah, got to have a warranty these days.
Mm-hmm.
So what is happening this week? We have got Guess the Year coming up in around 10 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
This or That. Have you seen the theme for this or that?
I haven't seen this. I'm scrolling down through the running order.
The theme for this week is On the Decks or On the Air.
Oh, On the Decks or On the Air. This feels like... It feels like that's going to put me under pressure that I should know what it's about. Am I getting any more clues, or are we waiting until the second hour?
We'll wait till the second hour as where this and that is. And then at the end of the show, obviously we're not looking forward to the end of the show, but we have Beat Detective.
but we feel we need to try and keep you here for the 2 hours.
You know, you got to keep in touch. So the way to keep in touch for you guys is studio@hhr.scot, or just find us on social media. It's Highland Hospital Radio on Facebook and Instagram, Highland H Radio on BlueSky when I decide to update that. But if you ever miss the show, if you miss halfway, you come in at 1 o'clock.
Which is
don't
fine.
worry.
That's okay. We don't mind.
We have a podcast that we, pop up at the end of the weekend.
Absolutely.
So you just get the chat and the fun without the music.
So you can find us on all your normal podcast locations, your Apples, your Spotifys, your Amazons. And here's the crazy thing. No one else has thought of the name Saturday Drop-In.
Which is insane.
We can't believe it. So if you type in
Absolutely
Saturday Drop-In, then you get us. I'm going to be referencing back to some old podcast material.
Oh.
With what's happened to me in the past week or so. We'll maybe chat about that later on.
And
It's all good. It's all good.
The only reason I'm putting music in the background of this is because of the wind.
Yes, now.
It's quite windy in the Highlands today.
So when we were driving in, I felt like we were being propelled by the wind, yes. So even though we're in our nice wee soundproof booth here, the wind is howling. I think it's come through the air conditioning unit. So if you're here in Raigmore, if you're up in Ward 7...
What's happened? What's happened to the birds out in the AC?
Oh...
Oh, no.
Well, so we've replaced the bird song that we get in the studio with the winds. But if you're, Ward 7 here at Raigmore, or if you're in the top floor up at Caithness, I hope you're okay. Hang on.
Best of luck. I never thought in June I'd have to check whether the Keswick Bridge is open.
It's crazy. Yeah, of course, yes. So what was that like coming across?
A bit windy. Everyone was doing, because everyone knows you don't do the speed limit on the Keswick. Obviously, drive to the limits, or not to the limits, to the speed limit. That's what I meant. People were actually doing it this time.
You might find yourself going the long way home via Bewley at this rate.
I wonder if I am, yeah. Studio@hhr.scot. Get involved. We're going to be playing some Go-Go's just now. Our Lips Are Sealed. I wanted some Seal. This song came up.
Seal.
We can seal later on in the show.
If we could seal off the window so we don't get the wind noise, that'd be great.
You're listening to the Saturday Drop-In with Shannon and Tom. We'll be back just after this. And that's Texas Getaway on the Saturday Drop-In. How's your week been, Tom?
It's been good. I'm looking forward to Texas because they are one of the headlines at Belladrum.
They are.
Still trying to sort out my tickets for Belladrum. Can you hit me up with some?
I don't know what you're on about, Tom.
So, do you know, talking of festivals, today is Heartlands down in Pitlochry.
Yes.
Producer Bill is down there today, so he's going to try and get some interviews for us, and he's going to be letting us know how he gets on. Also, I know 2 other people who are there. Mm-hmm. My wife is there with my daughter.
Yes.
They're having a girls' day out
at a festival.
Nice. Which means that poor Henry has been dragged in.
He's keeping an eye on the door for us because we haven't opened this door.
He's just, I'd love to say he's paying attention, but he's found the computer, so he's busy.
You know what? That's fine.
So it's a festival season. I think there's another one.
There's
another one going on somewhere.
Let's
put it this way.
The Portsoy Boat Festival's today.
Good on them. Excellent.
Dingwall Gala week starts today as well. I think there was What's the big one called?
I can't remember.
Something about a pyramid.
Something along those lines. What I would say is, see at the Saturday drop-in, if you're in Raigmore, you can pop in because the door's open and you can come and say hello to us. If you were at Salford or Broadcasting House in London, I wouldn't go and then chap the door there. I don't think there's anybody there just now. I think they're somewhere else.
They're out somewhere else.
They're out somewhere else. But it happens, you know. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, it is what it is. Guess the Year is on the way, as well as, let's just say, one of the number ones of that year too. Don't laugh at me.
Put it in the awards folder. We'll have that.
And that's 7 Tears by the Goombay Dance Band.
What a tune. I was singing along in here. Some German Europop for you here on your Saturday afternoon. Where else? Who else is playing the Goombay Dance Band right now? That's what I want to know. Nobody, exactly. Shannon.
It's a good point. It really is.
On you go, please.
That was our first song for Guess the Year. So I have hidden a year in a bunch of clues, and all you have to do is guess the year. So I'll start with TV, Tom, right?
Okay.
So first one, Postman Pat.
The much talked about Postman Pat. He made a feature last week when you got
when we
Postman.
Talked about Fireman Sam.
Yeah, you got Postman Pat and Fireman Sam confused.
Do you know
but
what?
That's okay.
I was having one of those blip days, and that's totally fine. So Postman Pat debuted on BBC One in September of this year. The postman of Greendale, with his black and white cat Jess, became beloved by children and adults alike, and has sort of grown after time. As we know, there is a postal depot in Greendale now.
Yeah, he's got a helicopter now.
Did you know that? Yeah, of course I did.
Oh, sorry.
All right, cool. Blockbusters started this year. What incredible. I remember when the unfortunate case when Bob Holness passed away, and the whole "Can I have a pee, please, Bob?" reinstated into jokes.
The country was in mourning. Bob Holness was a national icon of sorts.
He really was.
But again, from a time in television where there were only, well, at that stage, you know what? I'm not going to commit to how many channels.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
But I want to say that I think there was only maybe 3 channels at the start of the year. And there might have been 4 channels by the end of the year.
Which brings me on to my next TV facts. Channel 4 launched on the 2nd of November of this year.
How to prove that Tom has not read today's show running order.
Yeah, you done really well. I was like, what an incredible way to talk about this. So bringing fresh alternative programme to British screens, the first ever programme was... Countdown with Richard Whiteley and Carol Vorderman.
I would thoroughly recommend if you, after the show...
I've been to Countdown.
Have you?
I've been on the TV show.
What?
Yeah. I did it at uni. We got invited. We did a Media City tour. And then we begged our teacher to book us in for Countdown for free. So we got to watch like 5 TV shows, and you get a little pad, you join in.
Do you join in the audience?
Yeah. They leave like a little like notepad and pencil. So like if you're ever in Manchester, book in for Channel 4 Countdown.
Oh,
obviously, it used to be the Jeremy Kyle set as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
So tell me this: how many seconds do you get in a round of Countdown? How long does the clock go for?
Well, technically it's 30, but I don't think it is it?
If you go and watch the first ever episode,
15.
It's 45 seconds. 45 seconds.
And they just got bored of people just waiting around for...
Well, I think it's because the guy who wrote the song gets money per second, maybe. So maybe they just cut it down to 30 seconds. Great
Must
tune.
have done. Yeah, it's really good.
Shall we have a look at some sport?
We should have a look at some
sport.
Now,
this is the thing that usually gives it away for people because it was a World Cup year.
Okay.
The World Cup was held in Spain in this year. England returned to the World Cup after a 12-year absence. They remained unbeaten but didn't progress beyond the second group stage. Brian Robson scored after just 27 seconds in their first match, an England World Cup record.
Which will never be looked at ever again because we know how bad England are when it comes down to the World Cup.
I wouldn't know. Commonwealth Games in Brisbane, England came third overall with strong performances in athletics and swimming. Daley Thompson dominated in the decathlon, of course, and then he got a computer game. You can actually get the computer game Daley Thompson's decathlon for a Commodore 64 or an Amiga.
That game?
About 5.
Yeah.
Divisible by a number.
Yeah.
Wimbledon, Jimmy Connors won the men's singles and Martina Navratilova won the women's. You just put Navratilova back in because you tripped over it last week.
Yes, I did. I really struggled with it.
Sue Barker was a BBC presenter, not a player. Was this her first year
as
a BBC presenter?
Yeah, which is insane. We're going to go to the movies now. Our top 5 of this year: E.T., the extraterrestrial, heartwarming Spielberg alien classic dominated UK cinemas and tugged at heartstrings. Do you know what? I've never watched E.T.
Have you not watched E.T.? Again, we've talked about this before in our age gap, but that was always a movie that was on at Christmas time on the BBC. That was like the big blockbuster season. So they played it year after year after year. You would always get E.T. on the television at some stage.
Ah, see, right. Number 2 was Rocky 3, featuring Mr. T as Clubber Lang and the iconic Eye of the Tiger soundtrack, which the film was a smash hit.
Clubber Lang is an excellent character, and I love it.
Tootsie was third in with Dustin Hoffman in drag, trying to make it in the acting world. It's comedy and social commentary as well. It was very popular this year. Your fourth one, Chariots of Fire, which I've watched the known scene of the slow-mo.
Yep. Do you know where it was filmed?
On a school.
No, it was St Andrews.
No way.
The beach in St Andrews is where they filmed that scene.
That's pretty cool.
There you go.
Very nice.
Useless information. I'm absolutely filled with.
And then your last one of this year, of your top 5, is Gandhi. Now, I've actually watched Gandhi.
Okay.
Out of all the 5, that's the only one I've watched.
That's the only one you've seen.
Released in December of this year in the UK, the epic biopic of Mahatma Gandhi quickly gained traction, winning Best Picture the following year. And it was directed by Richard Attenborough, the second best Attenborough.
Oh, we're not getting down that road.
Do you know, David.
Okay.
What's happened in the news this year, Tom?
Well, the world's first CD player is released.
Oh.
So this is the launch of CDs.
Which is
Shannon,
insane to think of. What?
You did own CDs, yeah?
Yeah.
Just checking.
I did a CD.
We had a group of school children in the studio a couple of months ago, and they were not aware of CDs. That's the world that we're living in now, people.
I remember recording on mini CDs in like school.
Wow.
Like mini discs.
We still got we got
I
rid
used
of.
to do floppies.
We've only just got rid of the mini disc player in Studio 2 as well.
Aww.
You could have brought them all in.
T's and P's.
Indeed. The Snowman melts hearts. Raymond Briggs.
Wait.
Oh, sorry if I get.
Got to set the scene.
It's the 28th of June, and you've asked me specifically to unlock this in the system so you can play Alan Jones and Walking in the Air.
Yeah.
This is going to confuse people. Raymond Briggs. Raymond Briggs' animated classic, The Snowman, aired for the first time on Channel 4, on Christmas Eve. Its gentle storytelling and haunting Walking in the Air theme instantly became a festive staple. We cannot skip by this fact that you're playing Alan Jones Walking in the Air.
Yes.
Do you know it's not Alan Jones that sings it in the film?
No, I know it's not.
Yeah, just,
So did we have the other one?
No.
There you
this
go.
is Radio Presenting 101. These are the things you need to say.
Like unlocking Christmas shows in June. Christmas songs, in June.
Indeed, that's getting locked again in a second.
Yeah.
Knitted fashion explosion. This year saw the rise of home knitting trends thanks to celebrities showing off chunky knits on chat shows. Yes, absolutely. I'm loving
never
it.
knew this was a thing. I was so confused. Like, it just got like really popular, and everyone, I'm knitting a jumper.
I want to say it was like breakfast television was quite new in this era as well, and I think that's where the sort of chunky knitwear came in. Like TVAM and BBC breakfast presenters were all wearing big chunky sweaters, and clearly that's what started it all. UK shops couldn't keep up with the demand for wool as people picked up the needles to make their own batwing jumpers and colourful patterns.
Isn't that cute?
I like it. Bring back knitting.
Exactly, bring back knitting. I think COVID did that for a little bit, but
definitely,
now
yeah. Right.
I was in the crochet
crochet
crew. Yeah,
the crochet crew.
I have there's
the
a
least
massive
intimidating gang ever. Careful now, they've got a cross stitch. They could get you with that.
We've got 0.5mm on the way. Right, should we get one of our other number ones of this year?
Yeah, you mentioned this, yeah.
We have mentioned this. It is a part of the Rocky 3 soundtrack. Let me get that one up for you. There you go. What a tune.
She's won awards, you know.
I've won award. What? Dude. Mate, have you guessed the year?
So, unfortunately, I got the year quite early on.
You got it quite early on, but that's absolutely fine.
Again, I used to do a show on this very station and elsewhere called This Week in Chart History. Mm-hmm. So as soon as you gave me a number one, and it's an absolute stonker of a number one, I did get a guess the year right away. I have had a wee message in here. We've got a 1986 has come into us.
Okay, very nice.
From a car journey down towards Pitlochry.
Oh, I see. Very nice.
But I'm afraid, I think that they might be 4 years out.
I think they are.
At the end of the day, if you know it's a World Cup year, you either have to go...
You just do multiples of 4.
Yeah, you either go 78,
mm-hmm.
you go 86, or in this case, you go...
1982.
Two.
What were you doing in 1982?
Absolutely nothing.
You weren't born there, were you?
Yeah, there is still some years left in the calendar that I wasn't born.
I don't know, I just assumed...
1983 was the year for me. And we've already done that as a guest year because I got to play Karma Chameleon by Culture Club because that was number one when I was born.
Exactly.
What was number one when you were born? We had done this before?
Cher, I believe.
Share and Believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was the majority
You
of
were born in
98.
that year?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm doing it again. I do this to myself.
No matter how hard you try.
There's an excellent Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer had a sort of family show round about that time, and they got some of the family to do some talents.
Okay.
And one of them was they came on and sang that song Share Believe, and you saw Vic Reeves with the fake modulator doing the voice, because her voice goes through.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Goes through a slight auto-tune device.
It was
doesn't
the first time autotune was used.
Is it?
For Cher, yeah.
Wow, there you go.
You know, little facts. Speaking of talents, how did Jess get on?
Well, Jess did amazing. So last week we were talking about this. We had Kenna Ross was on the air with us talking about our fundraising event, which was taking place last Saturday here in the Highlands, where some children from the ages of 5 to 15 were going to perform on stage, some for the very first time, performing dancing, singing, piano. We even had a violin as well. And we went along because my daughter was taking part in it. And we had Callum Jones was one of the judges. Ruthie from Chaz as well. And young Gaelic performer was one of the judges as well.
She was, yes.
And she came on and did a wee sing song for us. Callum came on and sung as well. Do you know what was really nice is that Callum, before he played his song, he basically spoke to all the kids and said, this is a nice first step. This could really, take you somewhere and go away and write your own thing and write a song for piano, violin, write your own dance and do your own thing. It was quite inspirational. You could see the kids were really engaged with it. It was really nice.
That's so sweet.
So much talent. So the proud thing for me as a dad is that my daughter signed up for it, she went up and she did it and she was cracking.
Amazing.
So I'm immensely proud of her.
Brilliant.
And she was really pleased with herself as well. The winner of the event she sang and played the piano at the same time.
Okay.
Which is a skill in itself. I can't.
Bruno Mars that,
So there was dancers as well. A really great night. They raised £350 for Chaz, Children's Hospices across Scotland.
Amazing.
So that was really good. Good raffle. I did well at the raffle.
You always do well at Kenna's raffles. I feel like
me. Yeah, I don't know how it works.
Is it like a lucky charm kind of thing?
I don't know.
Do you have a rabbit's foot somewhere?
I don't know what it is.
No.
But yeah, I got some Edinburgh gin, which was nice.
Very nice.
I got a box of chocolates.
Oh, even better.
We got an ice cream maker.
See, I'm intrigued. I really want to bring this in and we can do ice maker stuff.
We do live ice cream making on the air.
Well, it does take a while, but we can make something and bring it in the next week.
It's going to be tough in this studio. I'll definitely need to get the air conditioning fixed if we're going to do ice cream making.
Yeah.
I've just been corrected. The winner was actually just the singer. Sorry.
Just the singer.
Sorry, I'm being told off. I'm getting messages coming.
Oh,
saying
I see.
it to me.
Right.
But £350 for Chaz. A really good night. Very entertaining. So many young people getting involved, and the confidence to go up and perform solo as well.
Yeah, insane.
When I was growing up, I was in bands. Be it like orchestras or in rock bands or whatever, and it's fine when you're in with other people. Plus, I was a drummer, so I was always hiding at the back.
Yeah.
But to put yourself front and centre, that's impressive. So well done to all the kids that took part. Well done to Kenna, who's just this marvellous person who just does lots of, fundraising and exciting stuff for local charities. She did a lot of fundraising last year, of course, for the hospice as part of the Strictly Inverness. The raffle, as I say, that the other thing that we won was tickets to the Heartland Festival down in Pitlochry. So Jess, as a reward for doing so well last week, she's away down to do that just now.
Amazing.
So well done. And if you are taking part in a fundraising event, if you've got something going on, then let us know and we'll share it with everybody else across the NHS Highland area.
Amazing.
Did you know that we have a podcast that you can listen to, folks?
We do.
Well, if you go all the way back to the 22nd of February, podcast number 6.
Okay.
We had...
Was it February, number 6?
February would be number 6, yeah.
Jeez Louise.
We had Gordy from Police Scotland on, and Gordy works for the Cybercrime Unit, okay? Now, the reason why we're bringing this back up is we were just discussing this. On the way in today, I got a text message, because obviously we were communicating coffee orders. And it was,
the essentials.
Yeah, and it's another one of these dodgy messages where somebody's trying to scam you. So this one was a parking ticket one. You haven't paid your parking ticket.
Yeah, I got
Click
that one
this
the other
link.
day. Yeah.
And I've just thought, see, in the past week or so, I've had a lot. Now, usually, I know right away that's dodgy. Like, we get one for TV licensing, and you can tell it's a scam. Your bank never mentions which bank it is.
Oh, yeah.
But
Post office.
Yeah, absolutely. But I nearly got caught out with one this week.
Did you not take the advice of Mr. Cyberman, policeman?
Exactly. But here's the thing. I think we've always sort of said, I think we're okay. We wouldn't get caught out with one of these things. But this week, the reason why I almost got caught out is because it totally tied in with emails I've been having with an organisation.
Oh,
right?
Have you got a parking ticket?
No, it's not a parking ticket.
Okay. I was going to say, Thomas.
Never. So, I have, for the past 18 months, been having an issue with my energy supplier.
Oh, yes,
okay?
I remember this.
I wouldn't say which name it is, but, it's the big gas one. What? So...
You're going to call them farts now.
I'm saying... All I'm saying is we've gone to the hashtag ombudsman now. It's got to that stage.
Oh, dear.
But the thing is, right, I got an email this week, and it said, from Big Gas... there's been a problem with your direct debit, and this means that you're in debt. And because I've been having so much issues with them, that email, emotionally,
it made sense.
yeah, exactly, it made sense. So I was raging.
God.
I was like so fed up with the emails I've been getting from them. So I'm immediately on it, and I'm about to go and click stuff. And fortunately, I had a wee pause when I looked at the email. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's not. There was so there was giveaways, like the graphics didn't quite match up.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you read the text a bit more, and then I'd done the usual stuff. You hover over who it's from, and it was from some dodgy address. It wasn't Big Gas.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think just a wee refresher, folks. Remember all these. There's so many of these emails and messages coming in. If it's too good to be true, but I think these ones. But the reason why I think that got me is it just so happened they've sent that email to tens, hundreds of thousands of people,
for sure,
hoping to just grab a couple. That's all they need, is just a one or two.
Do you know what I think it is?
Go for it.
Marks and Spencer's co-op. You have a co-op card.
I
have a Marks and Sparks card.
Yeah, I've got a Sparks card as well.
Yeah.
I think that it's certainly been an increase. Have you had lots of M&S messages?
No, but I've had the same parking fine, your energy bill, and I'm like, no, I'm actually in credit, which is shocking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just nuts. But like, I guess it's gonna hit a point. Even like, I get the phone call that says I can't talk right now. Message me on WhatsApp.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. But because like I work a lot with AI tools, and I've learned a lot about that at work, I can kind of figure out when something's being used in AI.
Yeah.
And that's the next one, is like the AI. But phone companies are using AI to stop scammers contacting other people, so they're like wasting their time essentially. It's very clever work, but also it double-edged sword. It comes both ways. So just double check, ask the questions.
Absolutely, exactly. But
don't ever give information out when they say we're not going to contact you for your information, all that stuff. Like.
And they'll always make you feel like it's urgent. You have to do this. You have to take action right away. Always just pause, take 5 minutes. At the end, think about genuine businesses. If you do go into debt with, Big Gas, how many letters will they send you before they then send you the red letter? So you always know
the
there's
manny at your door.
Exactly. So you're never going to. The first email you get isn't the urgent one. So just take care out there. Take your time.
Exactly.
But I think it just shows that I think I'm quite savvy. And we've had our chat with Gordy
very
from
tech
Police
savvy,
Scotland. Yeah. Even for me, it was just like, that got me. It was emotional. There's another emotional one where you might not get this, but I get a message now and again. It says, "Hi, Dad. It's me. I've changed my number."
Yeah.
Now it's just doesn't say who, it's just a random number.
Yeah.
And that again, if my daughter's out and about,
hits, yeah.
or a message comes in and says, "Hi Dad, I've lost my phone. This is my pal's phone. Can you help me?" That's the sort of thing that could really, really,
Yeah.
That's so easy to fall into that
One thing
trap.
I remember about stuff like that though, who remembers their phone number? I don't know Ben's phone number. I know the last 4 digits, but that's as best as I got.
I know my wife's number. Okay.
Off by heart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to list it, obviously, but
no,
I
of
know
course
it.
not. But like, yeah.
Do you know what? She didn't know my number
Uh-huh.
until about 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And do you know why she knows my number now?
Because something went wrong.
No.
Oh.
Because it's my phone number that you have to type in at Asda to get the scanner out.
Ah.
So after 19 years of going about with each other, and I've had the same number the whole time, she's only decided to learn the phone number now so she can use the handy scanner at Asda.
I mean, you know what? There's reasons, and that is a reason, and it's a valid reason as well.
Is your algorithm paying attention to you? This is my question. I was just saying
Yeah.
that. What if when you're on your Facebook, your Instagram, and you're going through reels or videos? What's the common thing that keeps coming up when it comes to TV shows? Because I feel like I'm watching an entire series of something just in reel format. So what are you getting just now?
So I'm getting The Crown, which I quite like. I haven't watched The Crown. I feel like I have watched The Crown, but just not in the correct
not in
format.
chronological order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I don't know who's putting these things up or how it all comes around, but
yeah, it's like a big issue though. Like,
well, from a copyright perspective,
Yeah.
why are you going to? Well, I don't know. There's an interesting way of looking at it. Have you then went and watched the Crown, having seen reels of it? Does it make you want to go and watch it?
I've been meaning to. As I said, it's on the list, but I'm one of these people. I very much prefer watching the stuff I've already watched because I know what happens, and B, it's like a comfort thing.
It's a comfort thing, yes.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
watch Star Trek movies.
Nice.
The original Star Trek films.
Yeah.
Over and over again. Because see if I've had a busy day at work or if I'm just not feeling great.
Yeah.
This week I came home from work with an absolutely splitting headache one day, and what did I do? Chuck on a Star Trek film because I can just chill on the couch and I'm good. Yeah, mine's I get The Crown.
Yeah.
And I have watched The Crown up until it became like sort of modern era, like the period of The Crown that I was aware of. I've kind of stopped watching it. Plus it got a bit weird, like ghosts were appearing and stuff. That was a bit odd. But yeah, original Crown's very good. I'd start from the beginning and sort of stop when Diana comes on the scene. That era it just gets a bit weird. Chernobyl. That's my
Chernobyl is a really good TV
content.
show. Really good TV show.
I don't cope well with TV series or movies where it's really like excessively grim. Like it's really bad news.
Yeah, for sure. And it's quite. There is some gore in it.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know it's coming as well. I think that's the thing. I was 3 when Chernobyl happened, so
Really?
I wasn't immediately aware of it.
What year was it? It was
86.
86, yeah.
So,
Okay.
like watching a news round, and because of course it's still affecting people today.
For sure, yeah.
So you're like growing up watching news round in the late 80s that came up quite a lot. So watching it's quite eerie. It's quite Yep. And I think one of these ones where it was such a disaster and it could have been averted. These things I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I know it's a great series, well made, great actors and all that. I don't know. I'm not a very good person with these things.
Yeah, my algorithm actually inspired me to watch a documentary this week.
What was that?
It's called Trainwreck Poop Cruise.
Sorry, say that again.
Trainwreck Poop Cruise, a Netflix original series. Well, series documentary. Dudum, indeed. Yeah, it's all about. So it was. I think it was like 2012, something like that. It was 2013. Sorry. It was a 3-day cruise. So you go through the Gulf of Mexico, to visit Mexico for a couple of days and come back. Basically, what it was meant to be. The cruise gets. I don't know if you remember this. Like the cruise liner went on fire. And then the power all went out, so they couldn't they couldn't cook, they couldn't clean. The amenities of sanitary things weren't being used, and it's all about that. And I think what's funny is obviously you sit there and it's like, oh my god, what a horrific week they must have had, because they went insane.
You're trapped in a boat and it's
because the heating, the AC wasn't working. It was really hot because you're on the Gulf of Mexico.
And the smell
so they've
from all
got
the
towels
other
as
things.
tents and stuff like that. If you look at pictures or watch the cruise, it's like, oh, that's nasty. There is the lightheartedness to it. So there was a group that were there that were on a hen do. And when the bride got married, because obviously if you weren't able to use the bathrooms, you were given a bag.
Oh,
It was that bad. As a wedding present from the bridesmaid that was on the hen party, they wrapped their gift in said bag. Which is so funny. I'm like, amazing. But obviously, yeah, quite a horrible experience to probably deal with. And they said the staff were absolutely amazing at, just dealing with the situation as and when they could, to the level that they could as well. But yeah, they just seem to have some really random documentaries, and that was one of them that popped up on my algorithm, and it was funny. Would
you do a cruise? I mean, obviously
not a Disney cruise.
Oh,
I want to do a Disney cruise.
Wow, out of nowhere, Disney.
I would like to do a cruise at some point though.
We did a cruise for our honeymoon, and it was very interesting.
Oh,
very nice. And yeah, I'd say do it
I
again.
can just think it's like unlimited food, which sounds like it within reason.
Yeah. Oh no, believe me,
Oh,
it is.
Yeah, okay,
I've never eaten so much food. We're like, we've had a 4-course meal. What will we do now? Shall we go to the pizza buffet? Yeah, let's do that.
Amazing.
of course, it's not exactly, it's not Stornoway Ullapool in the Calmac. It's not that good, obviously. We're not exactly doing like, the ferry, I don't know, the Nig ferry or whatever, but yeah. So
go watch that documentary. That's hilarious.
Let's watch that.
Yeah. So I have hidden the last song of the show in some cryptic clues, which is available on Facebook and Instagram if you want to have a look. It is at Highland Hospital Radio. You've already had a look, and it's already racking your brain a little bit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it feels achievable. It feels gettable.
I thought this was quite achievable, but now you're kind of looking at it, and it's like, I don't know. Should I just go with the clues and see what happens?
Well, exactly, because it's not helping anybody.
No, it's not helping anyone else unless they're looking at the social media. So your song is 2 words: galloping girl who won't back down on the gas. Artist is 2 words as well. They stuck to soul with full dedication. I'll quickly go through that again. Song is 2 words: galloping girl who won't back down on the gas.
Oh!
You've got it? Oh, there we go.
I've got it.
Well, don't tell anyone because I've still got to do the artist clue.
I'm so pleased with myself.
Yeah, artist is also 2 words. They stuck to soul with full dedication. Are you happy now?
I'm delighted.
See, this is why we do Beat Detective. For the joy of getting this right. But if you want to get in your answer, it's studio@hhl.scot, or you can comment on the post on Facebook and Instagram as well. You're really chuffed about that.
You know what?
You?
You know what? Those are very good clues.
Yeah.
You've done well.
I've done well. It's
well.
not as cryptic as I have gone before, which you always complain about.
No, that is.
So.
Do you know what? That is my level of cryptic, which is not very.
Not very. See, I really like doing on Amazon. Other retailers are available. You can purchase like detective files to find out. I love doing them. We've asked like mates to buy them for us for like Christmas, so that's like.
I believe there is an Inverness one. There may be other Highland titles, so you can actually buy this. It's like a sort of booklet that has clues in it, and it is all based on landmarks around Inverness. I'm pretty sure, and you have to go sort of hunting.
Exactly. So yeah, that's just like one thing. That's why I love a good puzzle. So I just wonder if that's just like yeah.
So if you've sussed it out, email us, studio@hhr.scot, and as Shannon says, it's on our social media, on Facebook and Instagram. You can go and post your answer there and show off, basically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We should maybe start giving away prizes, see if people actually like...
There's no budget for prizes.
No, we've got pens.
Maybe there are some pens left. I'll go and check the box of pens.
So yeah, we have some more new music up next for you. The one and only has returned.
What? Really?
Yeah. Lewis Capaldi has made his comeback after 3 years of being out of music to obviously deal with his mental health, with Tourette's as well. He made the Pyramid Stage at Glastonbury yesterday, which was quite amazing. Like, I think people kind of like sussed that he was like.
I was going to say, was it advertised that he was going to be there?
There was clues. So
right.
Glastonbury are very good at doing clues.
Okay.
So they started up like a new Twitter page. I think it was 20 hidden artists that you had to like guess who were on as well. Like so Ray was like one of them. Lewis Capaldi was other one. People think that Chappell Roan's going to be on the stage. People think that Foo Fighters are also going to be there as well. So yeah, it's just sort of like you're just guessing, but you got to think it's going to be a massive artist and someone's making a comeback or a new song. Lewis Capaldi, and it's it's such a lovely song. He got really upset at the end of his gig because obviously it's quite emotional coming back, and he said like,
but what a comeback as well to come back on the stage at Glastonbury.
Yeah, the Pyramid Stage is one of them as well. It's insane. Glastonbury's the same size as Nairn. If anyone wants to have
good fact.
It's a really good fact, and that's the one I'm keeping. It's just like the same size as Nairn, including the Fisher Town as well. So we're going to be doing this or that. So this week's theme is on the decks or on the air.
Yeah, because you've just told me it's like National DJ week?
Yeah, so it's to basically the National DJ Month.
Oh, month. So we got a whole month.
Sorry, yeah, we do. So it's actually the music DJs.
Oh, right. So like you're talking your actual like proper musician type DJs, not because we're radio presenters, aren't we? We're not.
We could be radio DJs.
Yeah, I suppose.
Some people call people radio DJs, and that's totally
I'm
fine.
always keen to say I'm a presenter because when people say, "Oh, you're a DJ, so do you do mixing and stuff?" I'm like,
yeah,
no.
exactly.
I press a button and the
bit.
computer does that for me.
Exactly. So National DJ Month is celebrating the energy and talent those behind the turntables. So this week is on the decks or on the air. So I have 10 options for you, Tom.
Right.
You have to tell me whether they are a music DJ or a radio DJ.
Oh, what?
I know. I'm so excited. But they're from... Some of them are a bit like, yeah, no, but the names are kind of like, you kind of get them. Like, they should be sort of known at some point.
Right.
Shape, line, industry-wise.
So are they like musician type DJ or a pressing buttons in a studio type DJ?
Basically.
Okay.
Talented in their own rights both ways.
I can only see this going well.
Yeah. But we learned something today. That's kind of what...
Always learning.
Yeah, always learning. So your first one is Jess Izzat.
Jess
Izzat.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a music DJ or a radio DJ?
So is that on the air or on the decks?
Exactly.
Jess Izzat. I am going to say that Jess Izzat is on the air.
She is on the air. She is the host for BBC Introducing.
Ah,
yeah. It's a really important show. Getting sort of new music and bands and artists involved in sort of the radio music industry as well. So.
I sense that I'm going to get shown up for my lack of knowledge of radio in general here. I
don't think so. I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
Your next one is Kink.
Kink.
Is it on the decks?
Can I have a spelling, please?
Kink. But everything's
so
capital letters apart from the I.
Right, so that's got to be, that is on the decks.
It is on the decks. Yeah. He is a Bulgarian electronic producer DJ. Your next one is Nina Kravitz.
Nina Kravitz sounds like she should be on Six Music. You know? If she's not Glastonbury right now with Six Music, then I don't know why I'm paying my licence fee. I'm going to say on the air.
She is on the decks.
No!
It's a Russian techno DJ.
Come on.
Your next one is Ben UFO.
Ben UFO.
Are they on the decks or on the air?
On the decks.
He is on the decks.
Ah, thank goodness.
UK Underground. Very interesting sort of music that they're doing just there. So
I hope are you keeping score for me here?
I am keeping score for you. Do not worry.
Because I'm not.
Next one. Numi Gildert.
Numi Gildert.
Is that on the decks or on the air?
Numi Gildert. On Dutch FM. Gildert. Sounds
maybe a bit closer.
Okay.
Not Dutch.
I'm going to go with on the air.
She is on the air.
Good.
She is the breakfast presenter for KMFM, which is Kent.
Of course it is. I should know that.
Your next one is John Hopkins.
Oh, John Hopkins. That sounds familiar.
Yeah? Are you sure?
Stop.
Is it on the decks or on the
You're
air?
showing me up here. You're being mean. John Hopkins sounds again like they should be on Six Music. So I'm going to say on the air.
It's on the decks. He is an English electronic music producer. That's shocking. Your next one's Mall Grab.
Can I have a spelling, please?
MALL space GRAB.
Mal
Grab.
Again, everything for me is a Six Music. I'm sticking with that theme. On the air.
It's on the decks. It is an Australian electronic producer.
Well, I don't keep up to date with what's going on in Scottish music. What chance have I got with Australian music?
It's what it is. Cat Harvey. Who's Cat Harvey?
Cat Harvey's a Scottish presenter.
Are
they?
On the decks or on the air?
Cat Harvey is on a popular cat. Yeah, on the air.
Yeah, she is on the air. She was
It's
the
Ewan
recent.
and Cat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they were in the news this week, weren't
Exactly, they were. Recent breakfast co-host for Greatest Hits Radio Scotland alongside Ewan Cameron this week. They announced a departure for Greatest Hits Radio at the launch of STV Radio.
STV Radio?
Which is very interesting.
Could they have an Inverness radio station?
You never know. Maybe just ask the questions later on.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny J.
Sunny J.
Now,
that sounds like it's going to be on the decks, but I reckon they are on the air.
He is on the air. It is the presenter of Capital Scotland daytimes during the week and afternoons on Saturday as well. He's a very busy bee. He's working 6 days a week, my friend.
Again, I don't listen to a lot of commercial radio
That's
these
okay,
days.
but you know what? You got that one right. And your final one is Cam Kelly. Who is Cam Kelly? Is it on the decks or on the air?
I'll go with... And this is where... I'm going to go on the decks, but wait, I'm not even looking at you. I'm going to go on the decks, but this is when you say it is a 6 music presenter. So on the decks.
It's on the air. There's no 6 music presenters on the thing. She is a presenter, or he is, sorry, a presenter. He's a very well-known presenter at BFBS Radio. He's done lots of things in Brunei, Falkirk. But he does UK now. He does UK breakfast, I'm pretty sure.
Really
nice guy.
Yeah, BFBS does appear on my reels from time to time. Again, because I have interests in radio. They think that I want to know what's going on.
Exactly, yeah. But no, an amazing radio stations sort of throughout BFBS. Incredible
service, and it is Armed
well.
Forces Day as well today, so it's a nice wee tie-in. It's almost like you've done that on purpose, Shannon Marvel.
I mean,
radio presenter and producer extraordinaire sitting over there.
Look, do you know what? They didn't offer me that job, so...
I wasn't going to mention that at all.
So that was this or that this week. What do you think?
Terrible. I hated it.
Should I put... To be fair, when I was like running through all like the presenters that sounded like DJ names, a lot of the 6 music presenters came up. But hey, it is what it is.
It was good fun, and you know what? We learned about Australian EDM, and what more? You know what?
Australian and New Zealand radio, hilarious.
That's worth the license fee that you're not paying at all.
No, exactly. You just got to get a VPN. We're coming up to 1:45 on your Saturday afternoon. It is the Saturday drop-in with Tom and Shannon.
Hello.
So you're ditching me for 3 weeks.
3 weeks. I kind of made, yeah. Well, it's a 2-week holiday, but because it's like Saturday flights, it means I won't be here for the next 3 Saturdays. So I'm very sorry. I mean, if you want, I will happily take a microphone with me, and I will present. I'm sure you know what.
There's other people locally that might want to come on.
Listen, if they want to come on, they can. But if you're struggling, I will happily from poolside in Tenerife.
Amazing.
I will happily join in the Saturday drop-in on holiday. I don't mind that at all. I'm sure you'd be delighted as I describe the pina colada or whatever it is that I'm having. We're still it's next Friday. We have to fly down to Heathrow. I mean, I was talking about Big Gas earlier. Well, there's Big Airways as well. Who have messed around our flights, but that's another story. So yeah, we're flying down on a
It's a heat
Friday.
wave down south.
What's that? Oh no, it's got
everything
nothing
gets
to do
delayed.
with that. It's more to do with the fact that certain big airway have cut their 7 o'clock flight from Inverness. So there's only 2 flights a day instead of 3.
Dearie
Come on.
me.
So yeah, we're having to go down on Friday night now, but that's cool. We're all good. Can you believe this? I can't believe it myself.
Go on.
We're already packed.
Shut up. A week before?
Yes.
I wish I could do that.
So we agreed that we needed 3 suitcases, and we've got 3, but one of them's like a jumbo size one.
Oh, like the uber duper, all the big things go in there.
It's far too big, right? And when we get there, the hire car that we get, we don't know, will it all fit? So we went out to everybody's favourite Matthew and Alan clothing and homeware shop.
Yes.
And we got ourselves a new suitcase that's the same size. We've got 3 suitcases.
I just got the Matthew and Alan thing.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
So we've got 3 suitcases at the same size.
Yeah.
So having taken it upstairs, this new suitcase, I said to Laura, well, we may as well chuck like the whole, like sun cream. We buy our sun cream here because it's very expensive. You know what? Sun cream's really expensive when you're abroad.
Yeah.
But here you go to Tesco, value deal. Great. It's good stuff. Factor 50. It's proper branded.
Yeah.
So I says, we may as well just chuck that in, yeah? And then we goes, well, we'll chuck the toiletries that we're taking. Yeah, we'll put that in. Well, we may as well, we bought some shorts and T-shirts. We'll just chuck those in. And long story short, we're packed.
Amazing.
A week before, and we're completely packed for holidays.
When I did the weekend away to Dublin, I wasn't even packed until the morning off.
Yeah, that was slightly different though, because you didn't even know where you were going officially.
Yeah, no, this is true. But I could have packed before and got everything sussed, but Just didn't have time.
Nah.
I don't have time for stuff like that.
You're just a
Do you know
busy
what?
person. You're a busy
when
person.
when my mum comes up with the kids for their week holiday to sunny Scotland, they bring like a tiny rucksack each, and then they just buy everything at Primani.
See that? Does that not? I mean, that gives it away. You're a Primani and I'm a Matthew and Alan kind of place.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are totally packed.
Amazing.
And the only thing is, our 3 suitcases, they're not matching, and it
That's
bothers
okay.
me a little bit.
Does it
that I
bother
don't
you
have
that they're not matching?
They're like,
Come on, Tom.
they're 3. They're not even like, it's like they're different colours. They're 3 completely different types of suitcase.
Yeah.
So I'm having to get some, I'll get some like, the straps that you buy to go around your suitcase, so at least they all look the same in some way, shape or form.
I always do little travel hack going on here. If you
Okay.
just put the fragile tape over all the suitcases, so just do it wrap, just say it's fragile in it. It's the last thing that goes onto the plane, so it's the first thing that comes out of the little roundabout.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I did that when I
reckon-
did New Zealand.
I think that there's some maybe less than favourable people out there who, if they see fragile written on something, it gets treated the worst way possible.
It's like Toy Story, isn't it?
Exactly.
If people don't understand that reference, go watch Toy Story.
Go watch Toy
2.
Story. Do you know who the person is who's throwing stuff on the plane? You hear a voice. One of the voice actors in Toy Story was Andy Peters, who is children's BBC presenter. He did Live and Kicking. Andy Peters was one of the voices of the baggage handlers in Toy Story.
Oh.
And he did it. It was like a surprise for him that he was doing a behind the scenes thing for one of the BBC programs, and they said, "Oh, you can record the voice." So yeah, but it's only in the
really
UK version. If you're in the US version, it's not him.
Just some guy.
It's just some guy.
Ah.
It's just a guy.
And that was
You better stop it because
Madonna.
you're going to play the answer to this thing.
Yeah.
You better be quick.
No,
You
no,
better
no,
be quick.
no,
You're playing the answer.
Sorry, nothing happened. We're good. Sorry.
Definitely don't look at the now playing on.
No, it hasn't changed yet. We're good.
It will do. Don't worry.
It will do later on, but that happens. Yeah, Saturday drop-in. What a load of fun we're having, guys.
We're having so much fun here.
You told me to search for a song.
Well,
and
you said you wanted a song, so I was giving you some suggestions.
This is true.
So coming up in just a moment's time, we'll have the answer to this week's Beat Detective, which is now on the now playing. So if you're a web listener, then you can have a quick look and you can see the answer now. We've given it away.
No, we haven't. What were you saying about being award-winning? I'm so sorry. What were we chatting about? Sorry. Saying about holidays, weren't we? Sorry. I know. Hey, look, I've covered my own track.
This is
somehow.
This is quality award-winning rate. Hashtag monitored, hashtag content. I tell you what, none of this is appearing in the podcast, so we can say what we like here. Yeah, check us out on hjr.scot. Have a look at shows, and you will find the Saturday Drop-In as one of those shows where this week's show will appear as a podcast. You can also go to Apple, Spotify, and various other locations.
Yeah.
You name it. If we're not there,
yeah,
let us know and we'll
and
be
if
there.
you get a notification when we get it uploaded.
Yeah, exactly, which I will try and get done this afternoon.
Do you know what? Whenever. You're good.
I know we're having KFC. Henry's here. Hi, Henry. Henry's reminding me that I have made a promise. Since he's had to sit here, very well behaved,
Yes,
for the whole afternoon, then yes, we will definitely be going to a particular brand of chicken in a box.
Chicken in a box.
As a treat. Chicken in a box. Was that not a song? I'm a chicken in a box. Chicken. No.
No?
That was another band.
I was like, McDonald's.
Living in a box. Oh, McDonald's.
There you go. Henry's got it.
Henry's here.
So it's time for the answer to Beat Detective. Your clues were Song 2, Galloping Girl Who Won't Back Down on the Gas, and artist is also 2, They Stuck to Soul with Full Dedication. Who are we talking about?
I got it this week.
You got it. Well done.
Yes.
Do you want to announce the answer then?
Can I announce the no, I can't apparently. Galloping Girl. What gallops? A horse gallops?
Yep.
Yeah, who won't back down to the gas. Oh, that's kind of a car thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Mustang Sally, right? And they stuck to soul with full dedication. Is it the Commitments?
I think it was as well. Who would have guessed?
I'm
It's not
delighted.
like we introduced it a little bit earlier than normal, but that's absolutely fine. But don't go anywhere, because afterwards we have the Highland Open mic at 2:00 with Roz. I'll be back next week. Tom is going to be away for a little while, so we'll find out who's going to be joining me.
If the
for
midday Wi-Fi works, I'll join in remotely.
Exactly. Thanks for listening to the Saturday drop-in. It's been a bit of a palaver. Everything was happening all at once. You guys were on about your fried chicken and got to get the beat detective in and all that stuff. So,
and then it turns out it was maybe not the right song. But again, on the podcast, you don't know that ever happened, do you?
Exactly.
It's all good because we've edited all that nonsense out.
Exactly. So
hashtag monitored.
Hashtag monitored.
Content. That's what we do here.
That is what we do. So if you want to get in touch with the podcast, it is socials at hhr.scott. You can have a chat, have a blather. If there's anything going on in the world, let us know, because we love that bit of hashtag monitored hashtag content. Yeah, all good.
I'll see you in a few weeks' time.
Enjoy Tenerife. And I'll see you in a bit.
Cheery.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, before we go,
okay,
that's what I say at the end of a phone call.
Is it now?
Cheery.
Oh, cheery.
Cheery. Bye.
I like that. That's cute.